Future has a new album called "I Never Liked You." I Never Liked You. Future rap superstar, Toxic King, is back with a new project. And I will say the album cover for this project is very much how I felt through most of this album listening to it. Complete just yeah, got the eye mask on, just knocked out, dozed off. Because I mean I've listened to quite a bit of Future projects before. I think he really hit his peak with Dirty Sprite 2. I thought like track to track. I mean, I thought that had a lot of great hits on there. But with this, I think this is kind of one of the most forgettable projects I think I've ever seen from Future. Really unrememberable, unremarkable beats. Really uninteresting songs. Really uninteresting lyrics. Just from top to bottom. What was kind of your thoughts on it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a little typical. It is. So with Future G, for me, it was that album. Yeah, that album. Like when I heard it or whatever. Yeah, nothing really. Again, nothing really stood out, but it does have like a few tracks you can take off of. You know what I'm saying? Like it really does have a few tracks you can take off of, but a lot of it is just Future. To be honest with you, I would compare this to like High of Life on the like laziness a little bit. Because even with the Drake and Tim song, that's lazy. You could tell that wasn't crafted by Future and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Kanye West song got better as I kept listening to it.
I
Uh,
felt the Kanye West song, which was what was the name of that song? Let me see here.
it's called I'll Keep It Burning.
I Keep It Burning. That just felt like that was like Donda leftover. It's like feel like that was like Don like Kanye West just put Donda some extra song from Donda on here. Actually, that's what it kind of felt like to me.
And this album, I mean, this album felt like a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like it really did. Like if he was to call this Monster or come back with the Monster series or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It would be the same thing. But I do give it to Future. In certain songs, he does flip the melodies of what he does a little bit. Now, do we really go super Future on this motherfucker? Because I got a category where I got a thing of where when I listen to Future, like you listen to like Pardon Me or these groupies, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And like Pardon Me and groupies are an example of him being super Future, just going fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like just like he letting his voice go everywhere. He letting his voice just do everything. Cause Future do that sometimes where he just let his voice just do whatever. Even with the little Uzi Vert song, it's called "That's It" or
Mm.
whatever. Even that song, super Future, because he lets his voice just. I know the Chanel, yeah, that's it. That's it. And he just having fun with it, like he's when he said it like that, he's switching it up, like he's doing like two different type of little flows in the middle of those shits when he's saying it like that. So he had some parts in here that he did that, but even when you go to the fucking "Wait for You" song, man, don't really do that. The "Wait for You" song sound like anything else him and Drake would do, like trophies or uh 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 uh, what's that one shit that got leaked with him and Drake? Um, that slower song or whatever. But
Slower
I mean,
song.
I forgot the name of the song,
Okay.
but Tim's really make that song better with his vocals. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was just a lot of things I felt like that was uninspired, and I felt like it was a lot of things where Future kind of just. It was a lot of songs where I felt like he wanted to really leave it to the features.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Wait for
saying?
you. Was that it?
Yeah, Wait for You. Well,
Okay.
Wait for You is old. That's the one that's on him.
Okay.
That's the one that's on him. But it's certain ones that get better, like Puffin on Zooties come off a little slow, but then Puffin on Zooties get a little bit better as you listen on. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. A lot of this just felt uninspired. A lot of this just felt uninspired. Um, and let me see if I even did a heart on anything. Let me see if I did a heart on anything.
Yeah.
Because I remember when this came out, I even listened to the Kanye West track, and I was just like, ugh. The first time, I was like, ugh, I don't fuck with this. Just being completely. But I don't have a heart on none of these joints. But
Uh,
that means none of these joints made me want to pull it off and play it.
Thank you, Javon Good, for the 10 bits. Thank you for the Afternoon Delight play. And thank you for the 100 bits as well. Thank you. I got to add some more sound alerts to the show. That's why I got to add some
Thank
more
you,
there.
Jeff.
But thank you, Javon Good. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. And if anybody wants to comment on whether they listen to the Jack Harlow album or the Future album, let us know in the chat. Let us know what you think of those projects if you listen to them. Yeah. I don't think I really I can see myself bumping anything from there from this, which is not really typical of a Future album for me to listen to it. Usually I always find typically something to find that I can constantly play just in the car or, wherever else at work or something like that I can just listen to. And like you said, High of Life, I forgot about that project. I don't think there was much there for me to really like that
Uh,
much. Life is Good, which was the Drake song that was on High of Life. I thought that was a good Drake and Future collaboration. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's. I don't think it's this project. I don't think you're going to be that amazed. It just also seems kind of lazy, like you said. But it is performing really well. I mean, this is the. I mean, the album earned 222,000 album equivalent units, the largest week for any album in 2022. And yeah, I mean, so it is also Future's eighth U.S. number one and 15th top 10 album. So it's doing really well. It's performing quite well. People seem to be kind of really flocking to it. And I mean, Future does have a huge audience. Does have a really really huge audience. So yeah, it seems to be performing really well.
you know what's funny? One of my favorite Future albums is actually like the EP "Save Me." I feel like that
Hmm.
shit is flawless all the way through. I don't know why, but when it goes from the beginning of the tracks of "Save Me" and it goes into like fucking like his other songs, and even at the end when it goes in "Love Thy Enemy," all that shit, man. I love if you could do that. And then on "Save Me" when it goes to government official, oh my god, oh my god, man. Oh my god. Look, man, Future is a priest, man. Future is a priest, man. Like, it's one meme that I love of Future, man, where he says, "The evil world we live in." And he's
Hmm.
right. The evil world we live in. Future said he just for to make his music do his thing, and I don't know. The reason I say that because I feel like Future needs to be in a certain place. Future is kind of a little bit too happy right now. I feel
Hmm.
like he's kind of a little bit too good, man. He's because the last joint, High Off Life, and all that, like he had that big ass single, and now he's selling so good with this one. I don't think we're gonna get the Future that we want on a solo album anymore, and I think this is showing it because it's so many features on here, and 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 I think just Future is kind of being his kingness. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just lay. I think he laid back on a lot of this album. He did his joints, but he really wanted like all the features to shine. And
Hmm.
that's I think that's where the laziness really comes from, to be honest.
Do you think like he has kind of more or less leaned in too much into his public persona. Like we talked about that with the past album, Jack Harlow's "Come Home," the kids miss you, and Future, like his kind of public persona, just through social media, is being the like I said, toxic king, right? You know what I mean? Being the guy that what I mean, like really just doesn't give a fuck and doesn't care, and just with the beats and everything like that, and just making that kind of lean kind of music. Do you think that's the issue here?
Yeah. Yeah. No, 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 no. I don't. I don't count him because I think he was at his peak at Save Me,
Okay.
and I think that he displayed it well on Save Me because he was getting into like an artsy, stylistic, and we thought this was gonna be like Future style going forward. Like I thought Save Me was the point where, and even like Hendrix, like was the point where Future. I feel like Hendrix, Future, Hendrix, Save Me, like those three. I can't remember if those all came in like I guess together.
Hendrix came released 2017. Save Me was 2019.
Okay, and then when was Future? Remember Future? Remember it
That
was
was also
Hendrix
2017.
2017. Okay, so and what he do in 2018?
He didn't do so he didn't do anything in 2018, but 2019 was The Wizard.
Okay, the Wizard was terrible, but but yeah, like I think at that part when Wizard came out, it was just like I don't think nobody was really checking for him like that. But like to Save Me and all of that, like yeah, that's when he was kind of like that 17. He was living in his peak, and he was really playing off his peak very very well. I think now we're just gonna see Future shine on fucking features now. For you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So you don't think we'll get that Dirty Sprite kind of Future anymore, or like you said, you loved
yeah, I don't think
Hendrix, or
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he'll throw that in there, but you're never gonna feel like you're gonna get a complete nice little set of albums from him. I think you might pull maybe one or two tracks from there, but you're not gonna get no groupies. You're not gonna get no never gonna lose. I'm never gonna lose. I'm never gonna lose. Never gonna get what's my shit? I just pulled up in the Aston Martin on the way. I can't remember the song, but you know what I'm saying? You know, what you say? I can't. You know, I can't remember. I never can remember future lyrics, but
uh,
just the melodies, man. Like the melodies and like puffing on Zooties is cool.
mm,
Puffing on Zooties give you that future. You know what I'm saying? I need that. I don't know, man. I need that. I need that. Yeah, I need that future, man. Where it's like even if it's young nigga get that dough, I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need just something that like displays him being who he is without showing like without showing him being lazy. Because you know you can be lazy, but you can make these fire fucking records. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't know if you ever heard "Pardon Me" from him and Lil Yachty,
mm.
but that shit right there, like I mean, think you to go, you know, igloo now, you know, now. Like he just be going crazy, and it's like ain't nothing on there. Ain't no spaz out. Ain't no spaz out on this album. Ain't
Mm.
no even when you go to Monster and shit like that, and and like the song now, I got the 30 on me right now. I got the 90 on me right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we just be going fucking crazy. 48 nights. Like now them was peak future. It's like nothing. It did. Yeah, yeah, ain't
So
nothing.
you
He cleaned me
mentioned
off of these joints.
Puffin on Zooties. Is there any other song you like or beats appreciated here?
Nothing on Zooties. Is cool. The one we talking about, he getting massage. She massaging me. She massaging me. Um, but the rest of the back end of the album is very forgettable, bro. Very forgettable. Even the second Drake song.
The second Drake song on here, so he's got two with him here. So he's got "Wait for You"
I'm on one.
and "I'm on One" is the other one. Yeah, those two there.
Forgettable. Forgettable. Forgettable, man. Forgettable. Like, yeah, forgettable. And him and Drake, I usually love their collabs. All of them, like damn near all of them, like Grammy Family, fucking the shit on the album that they made. I remember waiting up all day for that damn album to drop. But yeah, yeah, even the shit on Drake that he did, I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? They usually they make fire records, but Yeah, little bit forgettable on that motherfucker. But
Did
I do
you
like
uh
massage. You
did you listen also to the deluxe edition?
Yeah, the deluxe edition has 22 tracks, right?
Yeah.
He brought out like a week later. I think he added what 4 tracks to it.
Yeah. Yeah, about because the original album has 16 to it, so it's 22. So he added 6 songs.
Oh yeah, the 6. Okay, I thought the original had 18. Okay, yeah. So like that's so at the time that we was getting into it to review this or whatever. I think that's the only thing that I heard was the deluxe. You know what I'm saying? Was the deluxe and just extra tracks,
Mm.
extra filler. But you really don't need filler because even the filler tracks are subpar.
Mm.
To be honest, like because I listened to this album and didn't even realize this album was done.
He
That's,
just
I
that's how
swear.
just uninterested you were. Just oh right, the music's done. Like you just didn't even just so uninterested in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Like nothing pulled me. Nothing pulled me. And Jeffy funny as hell. His man needs is an addict.
Oh,
Oh,
Javon Good, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I just kind of was uninterested throughout the entire thing, and the deluxe edition didn't really change anything for me. I just think it was kind of more bloated after the deluxe edition. It just made it feel, just longer than really what it was. I mean, the deluxe edition comes in over an hour, but it just made it feel like kind of 2 hours. But yeah, it just kind of feels lazy. That's really the ultimate word I would use for it. Of course, we've
You
seen
don't think
him.
he veered off the edge a little bit? You ain't hear it. That's because you ain't hear it. You ain't
Lisa?
hear it. You heard the same thing that I heard. You didn't hear it. You didn't hear Future go crazy.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
you you ain't you ain't, you ain't hear Future say wild shit like have you ever killed a nigga? What? But the way he said it, it's like the way he said it and the beat that he said it on, how he said it,
Mm.
it just turned up. I got the 30 on me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck?
Mm.
Like I don't know, man. I just like I don't know. I like just a
Yeah.
variation of like the super trapper. You know what I'm saying? When the 30 in my mind blown. Like you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like even when you hear March Madness and then that hook, when the 30 with my mind blown. With laying on the dash,
Mm.
laying on the dash. Like man, like just the melody in that right there is crazy,
Mm.
crazy. It give you like some old soul with trap.
What do you think is the best feature on this album?
Uh, best feature. Dirk was okay. Um, looking through the list. Best feature, man. Probably Kodak on that Voodoo.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, Kodak been killing shit, man. I've been telling people Kodak been killing shit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Kodak been
about him
killing.
pretty soon. In the next album review. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about him.
Yeah, but
So
as far as like, I mean, I'll get my shit out the way and I'll let you go. But as far as just like my overall view and presence of it, yeah, very forgettable, man. But it still has potential to be like, you know what I'm saying? Cause my so this what happened. So I was listening to it, and then my man's told me he was like, yeah. At first I thought it was cool, and I take his music opinion like very seriously. Before I like check shit out, and he was like, man, I thought it was cool. Then I started listening to it. I thought it just got better and better. I was like, okay, let me see if I get that same effect. I just didn't get that same effect because Future is one of those divisive artists that, depending on you, you take him in differently. You can't really take him in like everybody else. I don't think he's the same. You know what I'm saying? Like Future has that hard time of like being taken in by just like a massive following that can all relate, right? Um, and like you like Future for certain things. You might like puffing on Zooties. You might like the the smooth but laid back Future, like for real, not giving a fuck Future. So you got to kind of like take him as he is, to be honest with you, when he comes in. And I know that I know that, and I noticed that, and I understand that, and that's fine.
mm-hmm.
Um, But when I'm taking it in and I feel like I'm not really getting anything from it, but just a bunch of features and a bunch of music, not even a bunch of music that sounds like good, then you know what I'm saying, I gotta give you shit, a waste of motherfucking space. Waste of space, man. I mean, it's sad to kind of give it lower than Jack Harlow, but I mean, even with Jack Harlow, I can at least play it in the background and be cool. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like, but you know, with Future, Future needs your full attention, and I feel like yeah, this is a waste of space. 22 tracks, too fucking long. 22 tracks, too much. Uh, Features are stacked too heavy on the second end. So yeah, this is a waste of space.
Mm. Interesting. I don't know if I would maybe rate it lower than the Jack Harlow album. I mean, I think Jack Harlow's album's got some decent beats to it.
Yeah.
This one, I'm trying to think of a good beat that I liked on here. Like I liked "Keep It Burning." I thought that "Voodoo" had a good beat for it. But a lot of these songs I would never play again, just like with the Jack Harlow album. Um, I would also give it a skip it for me. Waste of Space. I mean, you could listen to so many other better future projects, even just
Yeah.
recently. I think, but I was very let down. I think ultimately by this project. You know what I mean? I had higher hopes for it, but I haven't been maybe that impressed with a future album since Dirty Sprite 2. Since Dirty Sprite.
Mm. You ain't
For
like Save Me neither?
I wasn't big on Save Me. I wasn't big on that one.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so I would give it. Yeah, I would just kind of give it a skip it for me.